Hi guys, it's Zigzag here. Today we're going to take a look at the various draw chances for various boosters. Um, yeah, sorry about tricking you, but this entire video is actually going to be in Excel. Um, Wizards, over the past about year-ish, has introduced a lot of new types of booster packs, so I wanted to go through and take a look at what the various slots are and what your actual draw chances are. We're going to start with Draft Booster, then move on to Collector's Booster, Theme Booster, and end with Set Booster, since that is the most interesting one and the one that I have the most information about. Collector's Boosters were introduced in around Throne of Eldraine, so about a year and a bit ago. Theme Boosters were, I forget specifically when they were introduced, but like there were guild packs from Ravnica and stuff, so the idea has been around for a while, but I think they have been formalized since War of the Spark. And finally, we have set boosters, which were introduced in Zendikar Rising, and they are the most interesting one, which is why we'll take probably the deepest look at them. Alright, so it seems like theme boosters were actually introduced in Dominaria, but they're still relatively new. But anyways, so moving forward, so this is kind of a breakdown of what what you can actually get from each pack and what the chances are of that. So this is for the draft booster. At the top, I have a breakdown of the rare chance versus the mythic rare chance. This is actually published that the draw chance is 1 in every 7.4 packs, which equates to this percent, and obviously if that's the mythic chance, then the chance of getting a rare is the opposite of that. And Wizards has gone on the record in saying that for this set, that is a universal rate, which I'm not 100% sold on, but yeah. So for a regular booster pack, you get 10 commons roughly 2/3 of the time, and you get 9 commons and a foil of any rarity a third of the time. So you should expect to get 12 foils per set or per draft booster box. Wizard says 33%. I'm not sure if they mean 33% or if they mean 1/3 of the time. It's a slight difference that affects these numbers. Right now I took them at face value and put in 33%, but if it's actually 1/3, then that should be an even 24 and that should be an even 12. But not a huge difference. You're guaranteed 3 uncommons in each booster pack. And then you have 1 rare slot. So the rare slot can either be a rare or a mythic rare, and there's the breakdown. It's just the same as the numbers above. In a regular booster box, you can expect just under 5 mythics per box. Then you got a common land slot, 100% of the packs. And then you get down to the token add card double blank slot, like the random slot there. These numbers are actually from my experience on them. You can see I've opened 31 packs so far. I've actually opened all of the packs this week. So of the 31 regular draft packs that I've opened, I've gotten 19 double blank cards so far. So that comes out to that percent. I've gotten 5 add cards so far, and obviously the rest have been tokens, so I can just do that. In a regular draft booster box, you can expect about 8 tokens, 22 double blank cards and 6 ad cards. That's all just based on my opening experience. Wizards doesn't publish these numbers, so I filled them in with my own. Even though my sample size of 31 is small for this, I feel that it's large enough that I can kind of get at least within the ballpark of what the rates are. So these are probably plus or minus like 10% at this point, but they're not going to be hugely off. The other thing I want to talk about is this foil of any rarity. They do not publish the drop rates of the rarity of the foil in this, so I mean, it is theoretically possible to get a mythic rare foil plus a mythic rare in the same pack. The odds are just probably astronomical. But yeah, I do not know the rarity rates for the foils, which is why I wasn't able to expand that any further. But, oh, I guess I should go over this. So, the 1 in X booster says how many boosters you should open before you get a specific occurrence. So like the foil of any rarity, about a 3%, so you would have to open 3 packs and you would expect about one of them to have a foil in it. Similarly, 1.5 packs to get a pack with 10 uncommons, which doesn't really make sense, but it basically equates to 2 out of every 3 packs. And you can see like you expect about 7.5 packs per mythic, a little over 1 per rare, because like that other little percentage is being taken up by the mythic rate. And then like a double blank card almost every better than every other pack. Token cards about 1 in every 4, and ad cards 1 in every 6-ish. And for this common, I took the number of packs in a booster pack, or the number of packs in a set booster box, and multiplied it by the chance rate for each. And so this is how many of each occurrence you should expect in a booster box. So you should expect 24 packs to contain 10 commons and about 12 packs to contain 9 commons and a foil. And I did that for all of these. I do continue like this stuff for the rest of the boosters going forward, but I changed the value here from 36 to 12 for collectors. I probably screwed up theme boosters. I might have to adjust that, and set boosters is 30, but anyways, so I think that's enough about draft boosters. So moving on to collectors boosters, I don't really have anything to add here. Wizards doesn't really publish what their chances are of anything, and these are fairly strict. I could break down these things into rare versus mythic rare rates, but like I don't know what the common or uncommon rate is for these. I don't know what the foil expedition card rate is for this either, so some of it seems like just an exercise in futility. Now, I am going to, in the future, be opening 13 collector's boosters packs. I don't think that's enough to actually give me enough data to actually extrapolate what each of these is going to be, or what the rates are, so. But just for a quick run through, you get a foil expedition, showcase, borderland, or extended art, rare or mythic rare. A foil showcase, common or uncommon. A showcase or borderless, rare or mythic. 2 showcase, common or uncommon. A foil, rare or mythic. An extended art, rare or mythic. a foil full art basic land, 2 foil uncommons, 5 foil commons, and a foil token. So that's what you get in a collector's booster. Now theoretically it is possible to get a 4 mythic rare set booster. That would be this number, the mythic, assuming that they are using the same mythic rare drop rate. That would be this number for that swap plus times that times that times that. So basically for this slot and this slot and this slot and this slot, there would, if they're using the mythic rare rate fully universally, then each of those slots would have a 13% chance, and to get all 4 of those slots would be 13% raised to the 4th, which results in an abysmally low number. 1 in 3,000 packs theoretically could be a 4 mythic rare showcase card, which is absurd. But the problem with that is the foil expedition. I'm not sure what the foil expedition drop rate is, but supposing there's like a 20% foil mythic or foil expedition drop rate, that means there's an that would mean an 80% chance of a mythic or a rare. So there would be an adjustment of whatever the rare / mythic drop rate is as well, which if they drop in 80% of packs, which is just a number I'm making up for no reason, you can see that drastically reduces the your chance of finding one. Oh, I need to change this to 12. But yeah. I'm not sure if I'll actually publish this or not, but yep, so that's kind of how that works. Yeah, your chance of getting it is less than 1 in 3,000 packs, which is just utterly absurd. That's 250 collector's booster boxes. You'd expect to get 1, maybe, which is just ridiculous. So, moving on to theme boosters. So this is kind of the reason why I started my channel and why I still buy theme boosters, is because these don't have very much information about them. So at the top we have the mythic rare chance rates, whatever. Then so in a theme booster you're guaranteed 33 commons, like that's 100%. You get those. Then there's a random slot, which, yeah. Now, in 90% of theme boosters, that's just another common card. In 10% of boosters, that comes out as a second rare or mythic rare, which I divided them up here so you can see that adds up to 10%. The other 90% you just get a 34th common or uncommon card. So then there's the rare slot where you get 1 rare, 1 mythic at the standard drop rates. Oh, I probably should have done that. So the showcase cards are kind of different. The showcase cards actually all fall into the common, uncommon slot. You get 1 80% of the time, 2 17% of the time, and 3 3% of the time. So you should expect about 10 of your packs to have 1 showcase card and 2 of them to have 2 in an average collector's booster box. if you get 2 collector's boosters box, you have about you should expect about 1 pack out of all 24 of them to have 3 showcase cards. I mean, that's theoretically, but these cards actually come out of this slot, so these aren't quite the same, in fact. Let's do that. So that's kind of showcase cards and how they work. Now the other thing is I kind of originally did this with these lines included, but I decided to pull them out separately. So this looks at the chance of 2 rares, 1 rare, 1 mythic, or 2 mythics. So this is basically a combination of these 4 draws right here. You can see that like this is the 10% that you get 2 rares completely added up, but for 2 rares about 7.5%, so about 1 per pack, 2 rares. 1 rare, 1 mythic is about 2.5%, so in an average collector's booster box you should expect 0. In fact, you should expect 1 every 42.8 packs. And then 2 mythics, you're looking at about 500 packs per pack that has 2 mythics in it, which is absurd. That's what, 45, 46 collector's boosters boxes that you would need to open before you would expect to see 1 pack with 2 mythics in it. Like I said, absurd. So below that, I included the stats for the number of uncommons that I've opened in each theme booster that theme booster that I've opened. So in Theros Beyond Death, we got about 10 to 14 per theme booster, with the average being around 12. Ikoria, we had quite the range, anywhere from 7 to 15. So to put that in perspective, 7 represents 20% of the cards in a theme booster pack. 15 represents almost 40%. A little over 40%. So we're like, the amount of range that we got in Ikoria was quite large. For Zendikar so far, we've gotten 2 with 9, 2 with 10, and 2 with 11. So I'll update this with the rest of the packs and continue probably expanding this table going forward, but it seems like we're getting slightly less on average than the previous sets, but we're getting a more consistent number, at least so far. I still have 6 more to open that could be anywhere all over the place, but yeah, I don't really feel like I've opened enough of these to get a good statistic on any of these, but it does look like some of the more generalized statistics, like what the average should be, are actually coming together. I feel like I would need to open like another 2 or 3 boxes of these before I could really start definitively saying anything about the drop rates other than like average. Yeah, we're gonna save set boosters for next week just because there is a lot that I want to talk about with them, and we're already 20 minutes into this video. So the set boosters are going to be talked about next week on What Are the Chances. It's going to be a fun video for me, at least, because I like numbers. If all of this was boring to you, you'll probably find the next video even more boring. But if this video interested you, the next one is like the really interesting part, because set boosters have so much going on with them that we're going to take some really interesting looks on them. But yeah, so in this video we went over what your chances are for pulling mythics for draft boosters, collectors boosters, and theme boosters, along with various other random stuff. Yeah, this has been Zigzag. Thank you for joining me today. Bye.